Hello and welcome to the general channel, and we're going to be looking at the antique technologies I've owned since a couple of years ago. So to start things off is this Sanyo cassette recorder that was bought, I believe, in the 1990s, and it doesn't work. But I've got something that actually works, and I literally use it nowadays. It's a Sanyo talk book, and you can record and play. And it works perfectly. These are my music, actually. And then we've got this Nokia, I can't remember, but it was released at about the time when the Nokia 3310 was released. And it has about the same functionality as the Nokia 3310, the very famous, known as the indestructible phone. This is also, shall we say, indestructible. And then we've got this neck phone. And it has a camera, a back and front camera, using two cameras. It's more like a spy camera, and was bought, I believe, in the 2005 sort of time. But I mean, it was slim, nice, and I must admit there was a bit of a sort of antenna here. And the Nokia 3310 was, I believe, the first phone to not feature that. So next we've got this. This has a front camera. It has, I believe, some kind of app store. It has a back camera with a flash. It's I believe it's a 2 megapixel. So of course there's a front camera. It does have a fun snake game, if I could show. Well, it's not bothering to turn on. So anyway, I've got this one that I don't use. I just use a collection. It's a Sony Ericsson phone. It's a sort of cheap, very budget phone that I bought a couple of years ago. And then I've got this. It's a PSP E1000. And it used to work, but it doesn't anymore. And then finally, nowadays, I use this for school every day. It works quite well, and it is called the Alcatel One Touch Pixie Free 3.5, and I bought it for £20 in the EE store. Now let's open it up. Well, I've already opened it, but reopening it, I've got this phone here. It works really well. It's quite smooth. The only thing I'd say is that a slow processor, very low RAM, storage is quite low. You can put in, I believe, up to 32 gigabytes micro SD card, but it works well. It's a 2 megapixel camera, but there's no GPS, there's no proximity sensor, there's no front camera, and the back camera, it's rubbish. But I just wanted it to replace a Nokia phone, if we can. And I have it here. This Nokia 6 is something that I've owned before, and this costed £180 at the time when it was bought 5 years ago, and this is only £20 bought on June 2016, or more like July 2016. And this was what I remember as the best phone I've owned. From, well, I did own it, but it's the best phone I've owned as a small person. And it had quite fun games. It had a good camera, 3.2 megapixels, and it was actually very thin, really thin. And to give you a comparison, to show how thin, sorry, camera fell. To show how thin these devices were, this is a modern smartphone, and this is the old one on the right. And just shows how much that phone had really amazed me. So thank you for listening, and please like and comment in the description below. Thank you.